What's up, fishy friends? Welcome to Tim's School of Fish, and class is in session. I'm excited because today we are taking a look at the Qsp Chalupa.
The Chupacabra, Cholula, Qsp Carabiner, the Caldera, Candela, the Qsp Capellini, Capillary, Caponata, the Capybara. That's it.
The Qsp Capybara. Today we're looking at the Qsp Capybara. It's named after a rodent, a big old rodent. Rodents' teeth grow nonstop, and that's why they have to chew to whittle down their teeth. This is the Qsp Capybara, and we're going to look at it today. So, without further ado, let's get this camera turned around and take a closer look. Alright, so the Qsp Chalupa comes in a box. The box has writing on it. Alright, so the overall length on the Chupacabra is 7.375 inches because we freaking love decimals. Closed length is 4.375 inches and a blade length of 3 inches. Blade steel on the carabiner here is M390 blade steel. We've got a hollow grind belt satin finish that is absolutely gorgeous. Bead blasted titanium handle on the carabiner. We've got some inlay thing here, and then we've got another inlay around our pivot. We got a little bit of milling on our handle here. The Caldera is a frame lock. We've also got a titanium clip. We got a backspacer here. We got a hidden lanyard notch here if you want to put a lanyard on your knife. Action on this thing is super smooth. We've got a flipper tab. The flipper tab has some jimping on it. We've also got those cool thumb discs here on the Candela. In the hand, this is about a 3.5 finger grip for me. Feels good in a saber grip. Hammer grip feels good. Reverse grip feels good. Gas station stabby grip feels good. We've got a nice big choke up spot here. We've got a forward finger choil if you want to choke up. That feels really comfortable to me because I can get a full 4-finger grip on the caponata. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. This is too much. Too much here going on the Cholula. It's carbon fiber. It's not actual fat carbon brand carbon fiber. So what they were kind of going for is the fat carbon nebula sort of look, kind of. That's all I can sort of equate it to because it's red, white, black, and blue, but it's just different. You can tell that it's not fat carbon. It just kind of looks watercolory to me. It kind of looks like a box of crayons, melted crayons, however you say that. Those waxy plastic things that kids color with. It looks like a box of those melted. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. The inlay is okay. The pivot collar is good, but the thumb discs are just a bridge too far.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
It's just a step too far, in my opinion, and it just makes it look busy, and it makes it look tacky. I don't necessarily hate thumb discs. They're not my favorite. I would have preferred thumb studs on here, and that's it. But it just, it's just too much. It feels like a premium knife. Now, this one's a premium knife, $360, which is kind of weird because, you know, I admire them and some other companies for sort of trying to get into that premium knife category. And look, QSP makes quality knives. They do a ton of OEM work, and they do great work. QSP knows how to make a knife. But when I think of knives in this price point, between $300 and $400, QSP is just not the first name that comes to mind. They're just not. I can think of a bunch of other knives at that price point that I would think of and purchase before I purchase this knife. Does that mean there's anything wrong with this knife? Absolutely not. Does that mean that the price point is wrong? Absolutely not. We've got quality materials on here. Fit and finish is just outstanding. This feels like a $360 knife. We've got the action of a $360 knife. But if I'm out to spend that much money on a knife, QSP is not even going to cross my mind. It's just not. You guys let me know if my thinking is weird. But, if I've got that much money to spend, I'm just not thinking, hey, let me run out and buy a QSP premium knife. I just don't. Now, I really like this sort of sheep's footy kind of blade on here. I like the overall profile. I wish the handle were a little bit bigger because it's kind of in that weird area for me where it's kind of a 3-finger knife, not really a 3.5-finger knife. And the way it's rounded here, it doesn't really give my pinky finger anywhere to rest comfortably. Just doesn't feel right. A little bit shorter, if it was just a 3-finger knife, would be better. A little bit longer would be better, but it's kind of like my pinky wants to grab a hold of that, but it can't. That's just a personal thing. That's just the way I hold a knife. That's just the size of my hand. Other people are probably not going to have that problem. This is worth every bit of $360 in my opinion, but I could have done without that. And I'm not really sure how I feel about this particular fat carbon fiber here. It just looks a little weird to me. It looks a little waxy, and I just don't love it. Great knife, great craftsmanship, great materials. I just don't love it. As always, guys, I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the QSP Chupacabra. Let me know if you have this knife. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click my logo right over there. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish. Boys and girls, class dismissed.